Hi guys, it's Thomas here from COTbase.com. Welcome to our weekly COT review. Today we're going to be analyzing the 41st Commitments of Traders Report of 2022. And as we always do, we shall start off by looking at the largest changes in commercials positions. We will look at the iCOT Intraday Indicator on one of the markets that we analyze in the review. But let's start off with Rough Rice, which is on top of our list with a 33% change in commercials. Net positions. This is futures and options combined data. And we are analyzing this recent move based on a 52-week look back period. So that of course corresponds to 1 year. So this is a 1 year time frame, and you can see this recent change being much greater than average. We really have to go back almost a year to find changes of this magnitude, and you can analyze how well these changes. Here's a larger than average change size just at this bottom, pushing the market higher. So this bullish COT change signal suggests that we could see the rise of Rough Rice in the next few days. Now, moving on to the 5 years chart, you can see that with this recent change in traders positions, we are back in more or less neutral zone in between the two major extremes. You can see on this 5 years chart from February of 2019, the most bullish extreme just at that top. You can see never has Rough Rice gone below that price since. And we had a significant bearish extreme for quite some time. And now, of course, we have this currently roughly net zero positioning of our two major trader categories, commercials and large speculators. Moving on to Bitcoin, I'm actually showing all the market categories in this review. Now, Bitcoin actually is a market where I would suggest against using a COT analysis purely for the reason of a very narrow history of the data. So if we go and switch to a max chart, you can see that we are talking about a market that has limited COT history. So I wouldn't put too much emphasis on that. It does say we have a sudden larger than average change side, a bearish COT change signal, suggesting weakening coming in the next couple of days. But I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't really use classic COT analysis, but here's where our iCOT Intraday Indicator comes in handy, which, by the way, has been developed using the theories and concepts of classic COT analysis. So we'll get to it in just a second. But before that, I just want to move on to sugar, where we have a 23% change in commercials net positions. Again, looking at this change size, we can see very fast that it is amongst the largest changes in the past 1 year. It is suggesting that after this rally that's been going on, we may see a bit of a decline in the next couple of days. Now, moving on to the 5 years chart, you can see that we've been in a bullish COT extreme zone, relatively speaking. I'm talking about, let's say, the past 2.5 years. Definitely far away from those highly bullish extreme levels that we witnessed in 2019. And with this move in the price, of course, we are not surprised to see this bullish stress level decreasing as well. Now, let's move on and have a look at Bitcoin. And I'm going to start with a daily candlestick chart. I do get this question quite often. Can you use iCOT Intraday Indicator on daily candlesticks? And the answer is here in front of you. So the indicator pretty much caught the top of Bitcoin back over here in October of 2021. We had that stripe signal, which happens rarely, only when we've got an extreme in speculators and commercials over here. Again, this is not data from CFTC. It is our own indicator, but we do call them speculators and commercials. And then when the market has collapsed, you can see that we are getting bullish extreme readings, which definitely halted the dynamics of this decline. Now, intraday, so let's move on from the daily candlesticks and have a look at what the hourly shows us. And you can see quite easily, maybe not so many signals on the chart, but actually you can set the indicator, choosing the limits, upper and lower limits for these speculators and commercials. When do you want to get those signals on the charts? But by default, I think it's already giving us some very, very useful signals. And here's a 15-minute candlestick chart. You can see yellow diamonds indicating extremes in commercials. The change of candlestick color is indication of a speculator's extreme. It's happening just at this bottom, and just as the market reaches an intraday top over here, we get a very, very decent sell signal from the system. And let's have a look at a 5-minute candlestick chart. What a beautiful sell signal just over here. An amazing signal in Bitcoin. And closing off with a 1-minute candlestick chart. Here we go. You have a beautiful bullish extreme, bullish stripe signal from the indicator. Now, for those who are wondering, okay, now do I get some information on these indicators? Well, at cotbase.com, you will actually find a ton of educational material. If you are interested in the classic COT analysis, then of course, we have an indicator for that. It includes everything that you see on the website, all the tools, but you can use it in NinjaTrader. Our iCOT Intraday Indicator is something that, of course, does not use data from CFTC. It is our own indicator that we developed after many, many years of research. And as you can see, it is an indicator that works very well on shorter time frames. This is a gold chart, and we actually explain the different signals over here. Of course, if you have further questions that you don't find answers to in our written materials or videos, then feel free to reach out to us by email at info@cotbase.com, or just simply write us a comment underneath the video. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I wish you guys a very great weekend. Take care. Goodbye.